Hey, what's up, Hustle Buddies? In today's video, we're going to do a really quick online tutorial for how to source during the coronavirus. Alright, so we're going to show you guys two different ways, whether you're using Tactical Arbitrage, which is what I'm going to show first, or you're just trying to do things sort of the free manual way. We're going to show that second. If you do not have Tactical Arbitrage, I would say skip forward in this video probably 10-15 minutes, alright? Because the first half of this is all about Tactical Arbitrage, and if you don't have it, it's really not worth your time wasting it watching that. So skip about halfway through this video and then jump in for the second half, alright? We will see you there. Oh, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and also all of the tools and everything that we use here are down in the description below, and it really helps us when you guys can click those links. All right, folks, so let's jump into a couple different ways that you can source from home safely so that you don't have to go out to these stores, you don't have to do retail arbitrage, and you can do online arbitrage instead. So I'm going to do two different parts to this video. This first half, we're going to be using Tactical Arbitrage, which is an incredibly powerful tool, but it is a little bit pricey. So if you can't afford it or you don't have time to learn it, I would recommend skipping ahead to about the halfway point of this video, and I'll be going through some more cheaper / free ways that you can source as well. Okay. But yeah, so today's video, I'm going to go back again to Kohl's. I like to do clothing because it's very easy for a lot of people. Well, everyone is ungated in clothing. Everyone's ungated in things like bras, so it's a very easy category to use to teach people, okay? Now, I do want to add the little asterisk that currently Amazon is not accepting FBA shipments for clothing. However, you can merchant fulfill these all day, every day, and you can also just buy them now and then wait until April when hopefully they will open back the FBA shipments for non-essential items. So let's jump into this. So the first thing I'm going to do is go over to Tactical Arbitrage. This is the home page. I'm going to view the data. So about 2 days ago, I ran a search over all of the Kohl's Intimates section. So I just put in the URL for Kohl's Intimates. I put in my parameters, and I left them pretty loose. So for those of you guys who understand Tactical Arbitrage, I left my filters loose. For those who don't know Tactical Arbitrage, we did a really long video with the creator of it. This is basically the golden standard for doing online arbitrage at a large level. What Tactical Arbitrage will do is it will scrape a website or a specific page on a website. It will scrape every piece of data off of it, and it will compare all of the items that exist on that page to Amazon. So what I basically told Tactical Arbitrage to do was to scrape all the data from the Kohl's Intimates page and then only show me data if it fits within my parameters. And I left my parameters fairly wide. So I want to see items where I'm getting an ROI of at least like 30%, I think it was, and I think I put a sales rank under like 300,000 or something like that. So I won't always necessarily buy those items. Those aren't all fantastic buys, but I want to see all of those items so that I can do a little bit of further research and maybe there is some gold in there. All right, so let's jump into this. So I ran this search a couple days ago. These are the items. Right off the bat, just for the sake of speed, there's a lot of things that I'm going to be skipping. So right here is if they are in stock. I'm going to be skipping the ones that are not in stock just for the sake of let's source quickly, let's source efficiently. So we're going to skip those. I see here there is a mismatch. Most likely Amazon has like the wrong UPC on it, so we're going to skip that as well. This one right off the bat looks like it could be good. We're going to check the price. Okay, so right now it's listed on Amazon for about $34, so we would get a really good return on that. But I do want to add that these are Vanity Fair bras, and I actually recognize this style. We sent in a ton of these, and a lot of them tanked. So I know from experience that while this one specific size, this 36B, whatever color this is, tan or white or whatever, that one specific size might be good. Most of the other sizes are all $19.99. While I could sell that 36B for $34 or $37, whatever it is. I'm going to avoid that because if you are at, I'll put it this way. If you have a very, very, very large budget, sure, go ahead, get one or two of those. You're not really risking a whole lot. I want to do this video, though, for you guys, and most of you guys don't have huge budgets. If I did not have a huge budget, I would be passing on this item because there is a decent chance that this price will drop to $19.99, just like all of the other sizes. Can I sell it for $34? Maybe, but I don't want to risk. If I was just starting and I had a small budget, I wouldn't want to risk my money on a maybe. I would want something that was a much more sure bet. All right, we're going to skip that one because it is also out of stock. And then there's another mismatch, and you'll get some mismatches. It's not a big deal. Then we get to this one. So this is Wonder Bra Ultimate. This one kind of intrigued me. We haven't actually sold very many Wonder Bras. So let's look at some of the details real fast. So I can see on Amazon it's selling for $37. It's about $10 in fees. So if I were to get this now, Tactical Arbitrage can calculate out for you a bunch of your discounts and things like that automatically. So according to Tactical Arbitrage, when I entered in all of my percent offs and gift cards and things like that, I should be paying a little over $14 for this. Now we can double check that with our Kohl's calculator. For those of you who don't have the Hustle Buddies Kohl's calculator, I'll show you that real fast. So we put together this Kohl's automatic discount calculator that will stack all of your discounts perfectly for you and spit out your actual true buy cost. This is completely free. All the Hustle Buddies group members and YouTube watchers and everything, you all have access to this. We're going to put a link down in the description where you can download that completely for free. So jumping back here, I like what I see here. I like the profit. Let's do a little bit of digging. So I want to know if it's only this specific size that is selling for $37 or if lots of them are. So if you click right on that ASIN within Tactical Arbitrage, it's going to pull up all of the different product variations. You can see the Keepa graph over there. If you guys are not using Keepa, I highly recommend using Keepa. Keepa is probably one of the top 2 tools that I use basically on every product. So I see the Keepa graph. This is selling. It's moving all around, so that's good there. Sales rank is fine. And again, the sales rank doesn't really matter. As long as the Keepa graph is moving, that's what I'm really looking at. Let's see. Okay, let's jump down to the variations. So I see there's black ones and these cream-colored ones. Most of them are actually priced at $29.99 instead of, this was like $37, I think. So what I do want to check here, I don't see anything tanking lower than $29. I want to make sure that my fees and everything, that my price point, that I would still be profitable if I had to sell this for $29.99. The other bra that we skipped would not be profitable. If it tanked down to $19.99, I would not be making much money on it, or any money. If this tanked to $29.99, I would actually still be making about 50% profit because, again, we're spending about $14 on this bra, if all of our calculations are correct. So after all the fees and everything, our profit would be $7. Okay, so yeah, so this is a decent find. So even worst case scenario, we're still most likely going to be making 50% ROI, and it's selling decently well. I mean, it's not going crazy, but this is something that I would probably buy one of a bunch of different sizes for. Okay. So yeah, what I would do next is just do my own due diligence, make sure it is actually in stock on Kohl's. We're going to see, oh, and right there I see something a little bit different. So if you notice, when we ran this search, it said that the price was $31.44, but that is not, the price has slightly changed. It's $36.99. So what I'm going to do actually is jump over to our Kohl's calculator, and let's see. $36.99. So we're going to put in $36.99, and then we're going to put in all of our coupons. So right now at Kohl's, until the end of this weekend, they have an intimate sale for take $10 off of $40. So it's a $10 off coupon. Awesome. Site-wide, if you use your charge card, you can get 30%. Today only, though, guys, I highly recommend checking your email today. Today is March 21st. Many of you may have gotten a mystery coupon in your email. Your mystery coupon can be 20, 30, or 40% off. So if you didn't get a 30% off, you can just use the regular code. It's charge30 is going to get you a 30% off. But if you got the mystery code, it's a one-time use code, you might be able to get a little bit extra. So you could put 40% in there. Now, because it's a one-time use code, I'm not going to include that with our regular costs because we're going to be doing a lot of purchases. And I don't want to sort of mess up my numbers with that. I'll just think of it as a little extra bonus. All right. Kohl's Cash, you get $10 back for every 50, so some simple math tells you you're getting 20%. Yes to you, I believe is 5%. I didn't double check that, but it's usually that. Sales tax right there. Raise, Rakuten to Kohl's, rebates, credit cards, all this stuff. This is all great stuff, so let me break it down real fast. So the Raise gift card percent off. If you go over to Raise, and if you're using the calculator, you can just click that little link right next to it. That'll bring you over to Raise where you can sign up. But if you go to Raise, raise.com is where you can purchase discount gift cards. So if you're over on Raise, just do a quick search for whatever store it is that you're at. And you can even do this while you're in store. I do this very frequently in store. So Kohl's gift cards, looks like they're up to 5% off today. So basically, if you're going to get like $100 worth of stuff or $120 worth of stuff, you can pay $114, which is 5% off. So we're going to input that into the calculator. I'm going to say that the Raise gift cards, 5% off right now. Rakuten to Raise. So Rakuten is a click-through site. You may have seen this little pop-up up here in the top right corner. Rakuten is a click-through site. I've downloaded the extension onto my Chrome browser. And basically what it does is it takes you to whatever site you want, but you go through Rakuten. And because you're going through Rakuten, Rakuten makes a little bit of advertising money, and they pass along a little bit of that advertising money back to you. So we're getting 1% cash back for anything that we buy on Raise. Okay? Now what's super cool is you can actually double dip on this. So we're getting 1% back for the gift card that we're buying, but then if we actually go back to Kohl's, we can use Rakuten again and click through to Kohl's. We're getting 3% back on anything that we purchase at Kohl's. So those can actually be stacked. So we've got the Raise gift card, which is 5%, Rakuten to Raise, which is 1%, Rakuten to Kohl's, which was 3%. There is no mail-in rebate, and then most of us have a credit card cash back. You can usually get about 1%, so we'll leave that in there. So all in, our out-of-pocket cost for that Wonder Bra is going to be $19.03. But if you include all of like the Kohl's cash and the cash back and everything like that, our actual true buy cost is really $13.30. So I'm going to double check to make sure that that still aligns with all of this. That's actually a little bit less than what Tactical Arbitrage was saying. So yeah, everything is good there. Awesome. I will probably go through and I would get a couple different, it looks like there's only 2 different colors in this. I would probably get one of a number of different sizes. I don't like to go too deep on any one specific size or color, just in case that specific color or size doesn't sell too well, things like that. So I would get like one 32A, one 34A, one 34C, whatever. And I just kind of get a hodgepodge of them and put them together. The larger your budget, obviously the more things you can get and the less you would need to diversify. Okay, if you're just starting though, then get a couple different sizes, a couple different cup sizes, a couple different strap sizes, and then get a few of both colors. Don't go all in on any one thing, okay? So, super simple stuff. That took me about 10 minutes of my time to find, and if I bought one of each of those, let's see, there's, what's that, about 20 variation times 2, so 40 items. And each one costs about $14. Let me pull up a calculator. $14 times, and there's 40 of them. I'll be spending roughly $560. And then our ROI on that worst case was 50%. But on the good ones, let's see, there was one, where did it go? Yeah, on that one, and there's probably a couple other sizes and colors that are a little bit extra good On the good ones, we are making about 90% ROI. So that's pretty good. It took me 10 minutes, and I should make between $250 to $500. And I can do that from my couch, staying safe from Corona. I don't have to contact people. I don't have to go to the store. I'm just ordering this stuff from Kohls.com, having it shipped to my house, and then I will either be merchant fulfilling these now, or I will wait and send a large shipment later. So that is some basics for tactical arbitrage. Literally, that's how long it takes me. I showed you I skipped the first couple things. I want to go for quick, easy, low-hanging fruit. You can dive more into some of these other products that are either mismatched or out of stock and get great information. But just for the sake of speed, I wanted to do things the simple way and the fast way, and that's what we did. So let's now dive into how to do things if you don't have tactical arbitrage, okay? So let's get out of that, get out of all of that. There is a tool. Someone in Hustle Buddies in our group actually made this for the group. It is super cheap. I think it's like $5, maybe $10. It's called My UPC Finder. We're going to add a link to that down below. But basically what this does is it pulls all of the UPCs from a website for you. It makes it super easy to look for stuff. So let's do a search for, let's do a search again. We'll go back to the Intimates, and let's see what we can find. Okay, so I just edited out a little bit of time. It took my computer to load this. This is the Intimates section of Kohl's. You see the 10 off of 40 right up there. If I was doing this myself, I would probably, as a beginner, I would be clicking through all of these and checking a lot. For the sake of this video, I'm going to try and see if I can get sort of like a decent buy right off the bat. So all of these Bali ones are probably good, but most people in our Facebook group and watching this are probably gated in Bali. I'm not gated in Bali, but I don't want to waste your time showing you something that you can't actually buy. I really want to show you guys something that you could actually go right now and get. So all that Bali stuff we're going to skip. Let's see. Playtex tends to tank in price really quickly, so I'm going to avoid that. Olga's can be good. That's going to be a decent option. Vanity Fair, yeah, I'm skipping Vanity Fairs just for now, basically because there was just that huge Vanity Fair sale a couple months back, and the prices are still bouncing back, but I do kind of want to avoid this. Now, this one sort of caught my eye because I do not recognize that style at all. I've never sold it. And I only see 3 variations on it. So if this is a decent buy, I know that it's unusual for this style to end up on the clearance rack, which means it's probably not going to tank in price as quickly. Okay, so we pulled this up. Now, if you remember from our Kohl's discount calculator, let's type this in. So $27.99. Let's see what that is actually going to be costing us. $27.99. It jumps through everything. My true cost is $8.87. Okay, so $8.87, about $9. What we can do here is use the My UPC Finder. So it is, again, a Chrome extension. I'm going to click on My UPC Finder. It's going to scrape this whole page and pull every single UPC off of it. It takes it 5-10 seconds, depending on how many UPCs. There we go. And it lists everything on here. So you see like white 44C, toasted almond 44C, dark gray 44C, and so on and so on. Okay. What I am going to do here, this is a really awesome trick with this tool. By clicking this button right here, you can actually go and search it right on Amazon. So I'm going to do this for, let's say, like 6 to 10 different items. I want to get a couple different sizes, a couple different colors. So let's get, there's a white and a dark gray and toasted almond, another dark gray. Let's skip that white one. We've already got a couple whites. Let's do another toasted almond. And let's see if we can find another dark gray one. There we go, dark gray. So we've got 6 different ones pulled up. They're all loading up here at the top. And we're going to go through and let's see if any of these could potentially be profitable. So remember, my buy cost is about $9. Even without knowing the exact fees on this, I know that if my buy cost is about $9 and my sell price is $25, there's enough money on that for it to be worth my time to look into. So most likely that white one is going to be profitable. Let's see if that's okay. So all the white ones appear to be about the same price, that $25.19. We'll keep looking. This is the dark gray one, $19.99. Now that might not be profitable. If I'm spending $9 and I'm only selling it for $19.99, there's a decent chance that I'm paying about $10 in fees or $8 in fees or whatever. So that one might not be quite as good. We may be avoiding that. Look up toasted almond. So this is interesting. Toasted almond didn't pull up at all. I want to show you guys something you can do with that. It might be that specific size or it might be that whole entire color. So here's dark gray again. That's bad. So if I'm going to buy this, I'm going to avoid the dark gray ones. There's a toasted almond, I believe. I think that's toasted almond. And the gray again. Yeah, grays are bad. So this toasted almond one did not pull up. I'm going to, over on my other screen, I'm going to pull up Seller Central. So what these toasted almond ones might be, they may be what we call a ghosted listing. That's sort of the colloquial term for it. Basically, a ghosted listing is a listing that it used to exist, people used to sell it, but everyone has been out of stock for such a long time that Amazon took down all of the data for it. And so as a customer, if you were to search this, nothing pulls up. Even if you search it in things like Scoutify, nothing pulls up. You actually have to search it within Amazon for anything to appear. So, and that's very interesting. I'll pull my screen over. Okay, so I searched that UPC that we were just looking at. Again, I just pulled it from there, put it right there into Seller Central. And I can see toasted almond did in fact pull up. So no one is selling this. No one has been selling it. If we were to jump on this listing, we would be the only sellers of it, and you can pretty much command whatever reasonable price you want. So if I was listing this, I would probably price it at $34.99. That's a fairly standard market rate for a bra, or maybe $29.99, something like that. If you want to push that, you can do like $38.99 or $42.99 because those are technically the MSRPs, and you may be able to get sales that way as well. But that is absolute gold because you have zero competition. You know the price is not going to tank because you are literally the only person selling it. So yeah, that is a gold mine. Let's just double check. So do they have those in stock? Toasted almond, do they have sizes? They've got a bunch of sizes in stock. So basically all of those are good. If you're watching this video, the sale lasts for about the next 24 hours. So if you're watching this now, you have about 24 hours. If you would like to purchase this bra, you are welcome to. Know that probably 100 other people are also purchasing it. So I don't know if I would recommend that anyone actually gets this specific kind, but this is an exact, I'm doing this basically live. I mean, you're watching a recording, but I'm doing this in real time. You can go here, search for this item, and that's how I search for items, sort of the free manual way. You can do this with anything. So I showed you the example at Kohls.com, but you can do this at Walmart.com. You can do this on Target.com. Whatever you want, whatever type of item that you're searching for, you can do online arbitrage and stay safe, stay quarantined, stay within your house, and still be making plenty of money with your Amazon business. Now, specifically for clothing, clothing is quite a bit harder to do manually because you can't really search up the name of it very easily. I definitely recommend getting something like this My UPC Finder if you are diving into clothing with online arbitrage. For other things, like if you're searching for groceries, for example, you can just search that by name because it's like there's only one 8-ounce can of Libby's canned corn, for example. Like there's not a bunch of different variations. So for those kind of things, you can search it by name. But for clothing specifically, you really need to be searching by the UPC to be finding stuff. All right. So hopefully that helps. Just as a reminder, we do, again, have this Kohl's discount calculator completely for free. If you want to help support the channel, you can use our link to get Tactical Arbitrage, what we showed at the beginning of the video. You can sign up for Keepa. You can sign up for all sorts of things. We're going to put all of the links to basically everything that we used in this video down below, and it definitely helps us keep the lights on and keep pushing out this free content when you guys can use our links. All right, so hopefully that helps. You won't see me out in stores, but if you see me around in the group or you see me post stuff, make sure to say hi. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video to keep seeing more content that we're putting out. All right, we will see you there, guys. Stay safe.